Back now in Los Angeles. What a terrific return here for the Rams. A wild card berth, but the visiting Redskins with a field goal try coming that would effectively end this storybook season. From 39 yards out, Dustin Hopkins. Oh, wait here. Whistles on the snap. The kick on the way actually went through, but I think we got a timeout.
You see Jeff Fisher there pleading his case, and you'll see him now running down the sidelines, pleading for another playoff miracle timeout.
Hey, listen up! This is a real good place to be right now! We can take it over! Let's shift it and put the pressure on them!
So now all eyes back on the fourth-year man Hopkins. He did miss one earlier from 42.
Miss another one. Here we go. You're going to miss it. Miss it.
From 39. Oh! Quinn over the top, and he blocks it! And the Rams fall on the football!
Dang, man. Come on. This way! Let's go, Chief! That's big time, man! Let's go!
Now everything changes. The Rams are back in business. And here comes the rookie quarterback, Jared Goff.
All right, guys, this is our time. Let's finish this thing right here. Let's finish it. One play at a time. Run it down their throat. O-line, let's go. Right here. Let's go, man. Just bring me the ball.
3 minutes to play. The Rams come up on, without question, their biggest drive of the year. On first down, this is Gurley running right. And not a whole lot here to start the drive as the Redskin defense gets him down quickly. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Throwing on third, Goff. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there. My goodness, the defender stood no chance in that battle. He was in front of a runaway freight train right there. At 11-5 this year. Some would say surprise winners of the NFC West. Now they need a touchdown to stay alive. On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 2 minutes to go here in an NFC wildcard game that is shaping up to be a classic. Back to Southern California after this. Just a moment ago, the Redskins were a 39-yarder away from a 10-point lead, and now they're in a fight for their playoff lives.
Green 39! Green 39!
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And Goff will score. The rookie takes it himself. Touchdown, Rams. And they're an extra point away from tying this wild card game.
Yes! 2 point! I love it! Let's go! Let's go win this thing right now! All right, boys. Moving on or going home. Season comes down to 2 yards. I'm not ready to go home. I don't know about y'all. Let's do this right now. It doesn't matter if we run or pass. Who wants it? You already know I want it. Let's go, line. You lead the way, I'll follow. We're going to go deuce left, wide trade, 28 toss, X crack, all one.
A 2-point conversion to decide it. Rams looking to move on. Redskins trying to avoid a second straight wild card exit. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And Gurley is in. The 2-point conversion is good. And L.A. claws their way back and shocks Washington to move on to the playoffs.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. We did it. That's what I'm talking about. I love you.
Los Angeles got their team. They made the playoffs, and their Hollywood story has at least one act left. This is Madden NFL 17. Welcome to Madden NFL 17. Before we hit the gridiron, let's take a look at a few options. First up, very simple. Select your favorite team. If you're new to Madden, we recommend starting on either rookie or pro difficulty just to get your feet wet.
Green 39! Green 39!
There are even more tutorials and drills inside of Skills Trainer that will help take your Madden game to the next level. So check them out. And just like that, you're set. It's time to play, and we hope you enjoy it. Madden NFL.
From the clip. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clip. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Trying to get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift.
Show me what you like.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's the Chargers going up against the Cardinals. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers who have a big hand and who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do it all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
In some ways, he reminds me of a past NFL great who played the quarterback position as well. Jawing with the opposition, trash talking a little bit, doesn't mind getting hit and battered around some that kind of gets him into the game. But once it's time to lock in, Phillip Rivers does that as well as any quarterback in the league.
They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. To throw, Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. Now it's Peterson. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the veteran and the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2002, and that's Carson Palmer.
And Carson Palmer's your prototypical pocket quarterback who makes big plays with his arm, with his mind, and his ability to just take little easy steps in the pocket in order to release good passes downfield.
first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95, Sally 19, Sally 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Fresh set of downs here. On the toss, here's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 36 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First down, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll come out in the pistol. Rivers now on 2nd down. Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Now Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Calais Campbell, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, it's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner? He's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Let's go. Blue 95.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And Gresham has it left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Get ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
To throw is Rivers, going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. 3rd down here. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
All right, now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Get ready. Blues for Sally 19. Sally 19. Here we go. Blue 95.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Brandon Flowers is a veteran quarterback who often has his speed questioned, but never his playmaking ability.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They go play action now. Palmer finding time. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Palmer to throw. This one complete to Gresham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Come out here in the eye. On second down, Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play clock winding down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. It's the Cardinals off to the early lead. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Another pistol look here. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 57 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead. Surveying the field. He's going to go up top. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch. Looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chargers defense gearing up to take the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
Regular. Let's go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Palmer to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love it.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward it for that one. A big-time monster run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Get ready.
From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jermaine Gresham with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A first down throw here for Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rivers now to throw on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So a passing touchdown on 3rd and goal from the 1. You like the play call?
I like any call that ends up as a touchdown.
I guess
of course, that's a really good call. But in this case, I liked it a lot because maybe they just didn't feel confident in running the football in that situation.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again. Here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from the pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. This is Gordon as they go to him again. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And on the stop, Kevin Minter.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw is Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
After the penalty, the offense now dealing with a 3rd and 19. So with this far to go, maybe they try something safe underneath. Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead. And that is incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. It's Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Regular. Get ready. Sally 19. Sally 19. Seal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Caught by Nelson left side. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Throwing. Allen has it, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen, 58 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Lambo on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Gresham has it left side. And he He's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. On second down, Palmer. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have months.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, it's Palmer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Britton Golden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That time, a 6-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Final play of the half, Rivers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cardinals are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Chargers won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. First and 10, Johnson's going to take off here, and this run goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now to early in the second. Palmer's completion is made out of the gun. And after the short pass, he'll score. That takes the lead up to 18. Now first and 10, Johnson's got it off the left side here, and this run goes for a touchdown. The Cardinals go up by 18. Now to late in the second. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Ingramson's happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. After After the pick, offense comes out now. The pass out of the gun will be completed. And this long run goes for a touchdown, closing the gap to just 11. Still late stages of the second. Here he'll look into the end zone, and he finds his mark for the score. That takes the lead up to 18. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Charger defense now making their way back out onto the field. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sean Lismore with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Rivers, open man, it's Allen. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
One man on the backfield is Gordon. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the gun, Rivers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing Rivers. He's got time. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Second down, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
Finding time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The play clock's running down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
on the ground with a tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. 2 veterans there. Palmer to Fitzgerald. 47 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They give it off here to the tight end. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now it's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Let's go, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Mebane. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme, then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
We've got a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Finding time. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? It also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little... They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Palmer gives to Johnson. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing is Palmer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Fells has it, left side. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
On second down, Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Rivers. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rivers again. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and that'll be good for San Diego, 1st down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. One man in the backfield is Gordon, and they'll give it to him here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, But what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes the Charger defense now as they get set back out there. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially. And that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? Throwing now. Palmer on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Get ready. Blue 95. Sally 19. 18. Sally 19. Sally 19.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
For midfield now, here's Palmer. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Sally 19. Sally 19. Let's go.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Second down, 9 yards to go. second down, here's Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Serve nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. One receiver left, that's Allen. Third and long for Rivers. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Frosty Rucker in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Throwing, Rivers. He's going to float this one. And got his man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 85 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And it's good. So that will get them back within 1 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Melvin Ingram in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cardinals ball here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action now. Palmer over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Back to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Let's go. Blue 58. Hey.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee goes Palmer, and that should wrap this one up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.